Peace. Um, how I look, y'all? First of all, how I look. I cut my own hair. I'm growing my ways back. I'm practicing a lot of skills. See my shape? It's not bad, right? I ain't no barber, but I like to test my skills. I like to test my skills. I do things for the first time, perfection. You know, I cut my own shit. I listen. Let me get. This is a message to the black sisters, and let me tell you this. I love y'all, but let me explain to you what's going on. And no, it's not fair. Not because Not because it's not fair saying we don't want to be fair. We have to realize where we at. And I don't say this how to be funny. We have to acknowledge where we at. And this is why how you say, I'm not accepted, or I don't want to be accepted in certain places. You feel me? I don't want to be accepted in certain places. I like to be original. Now, it's a short, man. Let me get my time. I be talking, I start talking, I should be too long. This will be like 5 minutes. Let's say 10. Give it take a little 10 minute jewel dropper. 10 minutes. You know, black sisters. It's a female period. Cause let me explain another thing about the female circle. The female circle. A lot of you don't understand. For these single mothers, there's more single women. Check this out. Single white women in America with children than single black women in America with children. And that's only because we are the minority. When I say the minority, we are a small group of people. I'm gonna use New York for example. New York State, for example. You ever see the map of New York State? Do I have a map around New York State? You ever see a map of New York State? You see, everybody's news and they show you New York State. Instead of the circle, they have the 5 boroughs. That's New Jersey. That's where we at. The rest of that's New York State. The population of New York State is mostly Caucasians, a different type of mixed black. But I'm talking about New York State now. From California to Texas, to Detroit, to the top, to the bottom, to Miami, Florida, is a mix of all types of people. And the majority is Caucasians and Latino types of people. Black people are dying in jail like a motherfucker. And in every sense of where we are showing to put it, we are the 5%. If y'all would just calm down, if you brothers would just stop using it as a weapon to get sex, or as a weapon to manipulate for your own self-interest. And the only thing I know it sounds crazy because self-interest is the way of the land. So it's like an oxymoron of big and small, or fat and skinny. It doesn't make sense, but it's true. Yeah. What does it all mean? Where I'm getting at? What I'm getting is this. I want to go back to slavery a little bit, but I don't want to dwell on black slavery, because it was white slavery for hundreds of years. All right, Indian slave trade was going on for mad different reasons, but you have to understand one of the main reasons for slave trade. Because brothers like me who are true living gods, we had to come into existence, and you got to understand it's a real process for things. Yes, magic is real. Yes, a lot of things is real, but it's a process for things to get to a real point of life. See, life has a thing called evolve, right? Evolve, revolve, all these words. What does it all mean? Immortality, reproduction, self-reliance, self-preservation, self-creation. All these words, what does it all mean? The only thing about words, they never existed before. Overstill, I'm trying to show you. Words is a form of communication to let somebody else know what's going on. Once upon a time, it was nobody else's business what's going on, because no two entities were alike to let somebody know what's going on. Like snowflakes, they was not identical, but because they existed, they had what they coincide with each other, like the universe. It coincides. I'm talking at the beginning. It was just a coincide thing. It always was, always will be here. Stuff that are created is stuff made by man. Now, what is PAQ-MAN exactly saying? Because a lot of y'all is talk about God and religion and stuff of that nature. The reason we have certain things established because you guys have what they call, how can I say this? It's hard to explain. Cause I keep telling you I need mathematics, but mathematics right now make you even more confused as I think about it. 120 will make some of y'all more confused And I think only because we have to really change the way you see and do things. And the irony, y'all love the bullshit. You know what I say? It's the thrill of the bullshit y'all motherfuckers love. Y'all know the truth. Y'all know this food ain't good for you. You know this drinks ain't good for you. You know this sexual activity ain't good for you. The people be hanging around, even the music. You all know what I'm saying is true. You know it's true. Y'all know it's true. It's not even rocket science. Y'all know it's true. But the thing is about it, y'all like the thrill. You know? So it's like y'all ask for things, but y'all really don't want to change. Y'all don't. Because you gotta change yourself first. So you say, what do I do different? But I listen to this. Because they're promoting family. First let's deal with America, first of all. And how America and one of the key functions of America and why America was established and what was going on at the time. Now black people, well, I'm about to say might offend you, but it's true. We are the strongest thing on the planet Earth. We are the strongest two-legged walking people on the strongest. See our melon? See our skin? Hear me? We could be in the sun for hours and chilling. Other nationalities can't, other color creeds can't do that. When I say we created people, we actually create people. When I say we self-create, I'm talking about we are self-created. Earth is a plant that grows. Other planets got different things going on. Certain planets got rocks. Certain planets got gases. They got different kind of elements. I use the universe. I like to say the universe is like an infinite cabinet, an infinite toolbox. Every cabinet has different ingredients to make a planet do what it do. All right. So when you're dealing with elements like saliva has its own world, for example. Saliva, the saliva in your mouth has its own world, for example. Your blood has its own world, for example. Air, rocks, everything has. You hear me? Everything that exists has its own world, for example. And when it's put together, the universe is put together in a physical form. Like let's say 1,000 miles away over there is all gases. 100 miles over there is all rocks. Over there is all acid. Over there is all electrons, electricity. Over there different types of colors. I mean, this all form exists. Over there is just kind of feeling soft, feathers, fabric, cotton, fur. They spread out throughout the universe in different directions. You understand me? So and they don't ever come across each other. They go in different directions, their own world. Your mind allows you to see certain things in 3 to 4. That's why they have certain cameras that when they do certain things on TV, they have to use special lenses to make you even see what they're trying to do. Understand me? What they're trying to do is they can see in a pen and paper. They can see the mind is infinite. You can see everything in the mind because the mind is the universe. But for you to put it physically so you could be in this dimension, even to be seen on TV, they have to use a special kind of lens and cameras to manifest certain things so that I could conceive it, could understand this. When you see things face to face, your eye interprets it upside down, and they flip it upside down, and they go to your brain and they rearrange it so you can see it how you see it now. It's complication. It's complicated. It's not to be understood. It's to be overstood. And this is where the God comes in. Everything's not for everybody. So this is before we get physical. This is just a thought process of how things are formulated. Now, if you find that hard to understand, we didn't even get physical yet. All right, this is like saliva. This is saliva talking. This is air talking. And it's not even talking. They're in a motion going this direction. 1,000 years, millions to physically make myself. That's at the beginning of making we didn't make civilization yet. We didn't make house, building, store, car. We didn't even make white man or woman yet. We're just making a man who is not even a man at the time. You know how they say when a baby's being born, they go through a stage of no sex, like the embryo, the stage. If I think it's called the embryo. Don't get me started lying. But the stage before when a woman is first pregnant, before it could tell it's a boy or girl, that state of existence is the state of the original God. That's the stage of the original God. Before, when a baby being formulated, before it grows the genitals or vagina, it's that stage of creation is the original God stage. Right there, it's at that stage of not know the unknown part is where we was at. Remember, we are on Earth, right? Earth is the planet that's in our solar system. I think it's the third or fourth planet. It used to be the third. It's the fourth planet now, if I'm not mistaken. Earth is the fourth planet. It used to be the third. Pluto, they try to say Pluto's not a planet because it's too far. It's made of ice, but Pluto's a planet. All of them are respected as a planet. Now, because Earth is in the universe, let's say the universe is like the ocean, right? The universe is like the ocean. So the universe being like the ocean, right? Universe being like the ocean, Earth is floating in the universe with other planets. Each planet in the ocean has its own house. Let's say each planet is a house. And each planet is a house. And in that house, you got people living in each planet. But the house had to be built first. Understand me. Earth had to be made first. Each house had to be made first. You had wood and nails. You chop down trees. You measuring this. It was measured. Metric measured, rulers. Everything was measured. Everything has a calculation. Mathematics is supreme for real. So because everything had to be calculated, this before we, like say if I want to build a house for my woman, for my family, for my kids, before I even make the kids in my family, I have to build a house. If I have to build, I have to have an idea where a house comes from. What is the purpose of a house, of a home, of the land, the planet? Do you ever notice that? We didn't even physically be born yet. I'm just showing the layman term, or the formalization of the universe and the idea, the supreme mind, the idea of self-creation. There's no sex involved. There's no male or female involved. It's the baby stayed inside a woman's womb, right? Remember, the woman sent out to the planet. She had to be made first, right? Then I had to put myself inside of her to make myself inside her to make me her one and come outside of her as a child, right? That process is not even physical yet. This is all a thought process that's happened in a speed so fast that you can't detect it till it's over. And once you see it, you won't understand where it came from unless you are one with it. And once upon a time, we was all one with it. But when we was all one with it, we was running the planet Earth as a black man and woman. There was nobody else here, right? But before we was here as a black, who was here? Animals, cats, dogs, birds, flies, fleas, snakes, all these different forms of existence are symbolic to other things in the universe, in their own realm. So people say, Pat, where you going with all this? It didn't start with us on Earth. And it's not going to end with us on Earth. But because we are the more superior intelligent, well, let's say like this. For example, cats don't change their clothes. Dogs don't change. Birds don't change. Nobody has a job. No animal has a job. Sharks don't work. Not only the structure, like the bees and the ants, they have a structure. They have a colony. They have a way of doing things to be, how you say, a structure, a form of doing things. Trees don't move around. Flowers don't move around. You see, they have a form of structure, a foundation of doing things. You see how they're all different? See how they all sound different in every form of way? But they're here on Earth. Now look at your life, for example. Look at your life as a black woman, or a white woman, or a black man, or white man, or Chinese, or Jew, whatever. Not religion. Black, brown, white, and yellow. That's it. It's a black man, brown man, yellow man, white man. That's it. That's it. These are 4 different color seeds, color creed. Understand this. We are social creatures now. But the problem is, people are lazy. I ain't stutter. People don't want to do things no more. Not because they can't, because a lot of things are easier done now with machinery, TV, cell phones. Everything's got a microwave thing going on. But because once upon a time there was no microwave, there was no bulldozer, I had to be here. You had to be here. I'm not carrying no bulldozer and brick. I'm not carrying no bricks, and you're not carrying no trees. So we had to do. I don't want to make this so sound mean. We had to have slaves so we could have a house, a city, a borough, a car, an airplane. This had to happen. White people had to be made to be slaves. Black had to be made to be slaves. With slavery from the beginning to now, everything. And understand this: America is not the first civilization. Europe is not the first civilization. Africa is not the first civilization. The whole continent, Africa was in Asia, is not the first civilization. It was civilizations before that. I mean, there was people doing things before that. There was no Facebook, no magazine. There was no from the same. What was funny now wasn't funny back then. You know what I just said? What you would call funny now was not funny. What would you call acceptable now was not accepted in the foundation of life. So you know what's the beginning will be in the end. So it was man first, woman, then child. Now, when I say man first, I mean all man first. All right? And through different experiments and, things are being done, the woman came about. And when they say we made women for our ribs and parts of our body, that's not no joke. That's like a Frankenstein project. Hence the word for the womb of a man, woman. But it's not just because the vagina is a womb we like when we come through. It's the product we was making, creating man. That's the white man. I know people are like, what does it all mean? What are you getting at, Pat? Well, you have to be who you are so we can be who we are. We all can be winners if we compete. See, once you understand we're competing, this is more of the story. Once you understand we're in competition, we all can be winners. And that's just the bottom line. If somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. It's just how it is. Everybody's not going to win. And the fucked up part of y'all in denial in y'all position in life. Y'all in denial. Y'all not accepting the fact that everybody's not going to win. And y'all don't want to change anyway. Y'all don't. So stop. If you're confused, you ain't confused. You know how long I've been throwing indirects y'all. I said get mathematics. Fast for 3 or 4 days. Change your eating habits. But here's the problem. Capitalism. It's a competition, people. You're competing for jobs. You're competing for position. You're competing for acceptance. Stop competing for shit. But here's the problem. You want to interact with people. Strangers. People who you don't know. People you want to know. They're prejudged. They got their own information. Their own background. It's all confusing. It's all confusing. You think you guys are confused? The white people are more confused. Because what you know, you got from them. Everything brothers and sisters in America know, you got from some white person. A white man, a white woman taught y'all everything y'all know. And guess what? They are confused for real. From the Great Depression, from their recession. You think them devils ain't starving. They hurting like a motherfucker. And nobody want to die, and death is the answer. You know what I just said? I know I didn't want to go that hard, but death is the answer to your problem. Once you are dead, and you back to the essence, there's no more bills, no more competition, no more rent, no more jail. Police brutality, your physical competition is no longer in existence. Now your mind, that's another topic. Because it all depends on what you believe in. And this is the penalty or reward for one ways of action. It's what we call justice. The penalty or reward for one words, ways, and action. What you come out your mouth. Justice deals with what you come out your mouth, the way you do things, and the action you actually take to do things. A lot of you brothers have been sabotaging your life for a long time. A lot of you sisters have been sabotaging your life for a long time. I'm talking about black, white, yellow, and brown men been sabotaging your life for a very, very long time. You're not going to change overnight. I don't expect you to. You have to accept the fact you're going to burn for a long time in your own bullshit. It's not too late to change, but you understand you shouldn't have to be you should have to drown. You shouldn't have to be drowned to try to figure out how to swim. You shouldn't wait till you get in the water. When you drowning, now you're trying to remember how do I swim. You shouldn't wait till you get thrown off an airplane to remember I should have bought a parachute. Y'all wait for the last minute. Y'all don't believe in shit. They say fuck God. Fuck the devil, fuck Supreme, fuck PAQ-MAN, NGE niggas, fuck the Muslim, fuck the Jew, fuck any religion, fuck Buddha, fuck all concept of righteousness. Fuck it. I'm gonna do what I wanna do, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna cheat, I gotta survive. I'm gonna be evil because evil makes me stronger. Being evil makes me the man, being evil makes me the woman. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. What you don't know will get you fucked up. Because you're not the only one here. You're not the only one that exists. A lot of things exist. Remember, reality is hidden for a reason, and there's different levels to understand it. and understand the achievement. You have to give up something, brothers and sisters. I'm just telling you, you have to give up something. To have it all means you have to leave the body. The only way you can have it all, you have to physically leave the body. You have to have what they call a strong mind. A healthy, strong mind takes knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And that's not free. Nope. Proper education is not free. It used to be free, but when people take knowledge and wisdom, understanding, and turn to from manipulation, and for like religious people used to manipulate, different cultures used to manipulate for their own sexual desire, their own pleasure, their own monetary gain. So be it. There's nothing wrong with that. Overstood, I'm just trying to show you. So if you're confused for a reason, that's why, because other people like you, they need you to be confused so they can get over on you. They need you to be confused so they can get over. The more confused you are, the more they get rich off you. They get to manipulate you and use you, and you wouldn't know no better. I'm telling you, you wouldn't know no better. And to make it even more harsh, if some of you brothers and sisters were to be stripped butt naked right now, and knowing the knowledge you know right now, right? You have to be stripped butt naked and put in a forest, or they even show how to survive. Y'all couldn't survive. And people lived like that before. This is what I'm trying to show you. If you have to be stripped butt naked and have the knowledge you have now, a crazy person will survive better in that environment than you guys would. Being the most knowledgeable brother you think you are, or sister, or gangster, thug, model, prostitute, or cop, robber, whoever you are, if you used to get stripped butt naked, badge and bulletproof vest, helmet, shield, and M60, take everything you got and put it in an environment butt naked in the rainforest in some middle Amazon, Africa, I guarantee you'd be twisted. Maybe a few military might be able to handle that, but being butt naked will fuck you up even more. Being butt naked alone in a wild environment with insects, animals, snakes, and mosquitoes, and poison ivy, but how we used to be for thousands of years, will have you fucked up. When I say how we used to be, we had, let me prove something. We had you guys, we had men on earth like that for a few years just to see if you could survive. Understand how the God cipher worked. Before I was physical, I was mental. Alright? So when I'm saying, it's like I threw out the decoys first and watched myself do it. From the third, what they call it? The third eye. Watch myself do it. Ups and downs, pros and cons, slips and falls, climbs and drops. Watch myself first do it. Right? After I did the first time, I'm doing the knowledge, what I could use, what I can't use. I'm self-creating myself. Then comes clothing, then comes all this stuff, and I come back. Because there's nobody to watch me, nobody to judge me, nobody to stop me. Animals already here. Animals already here. They lack intelligence, they lack conscience. So they're not dealing with it how I'm dealing with it. It's like I put them together and threw them out there like baits and like a hooked worm to see what I can catch. And with what I catch, I break it down and make sense out of it. And I'm giving you a layman term of experiment with life before we even had a city built. We talking man on earth, but we're looking at earth from just a seeing position without being at the same time. Like I'm seeing what I'm doing, but I'm not being it at the same time. Once I see it, did I be it? I said, all right, cool. This part worked, this doesn't work. It's what I'm talking about. There was no word to explain it at the time. It's knowing. That's what knowledge is about. To know, to look, listen, observe, and respect. To look with your eye, the third eye. Listen, observe it, and respect it for that. But don't tamper with it. Even if it's destroying, if it's built, do not tamper with it. Alright? This is what you call doing the knowledge. And here comes the wisdom now. This is the woman part. This is why I put the wisdom in there. After I did the knowledge, everything I want to build, the best part was a wisdom. Something that represent me in a beauty man like a flower, soft spoken, bring forth life. When the sun come out, she opens up like a flower. The wisdom, the black woman. Yeah, the wisdom. Here comes the best part about it is the understanding part. the black child. Another sun in the sky represent me, the knowledge, the foundation of all things in existence. That I put my wisdom, my woman, and together we make what? The black child. Another sun. Do you understand? And that sun brings for that light, and that light create more life, and we have a civilization. Understand what I'm trying to show you. But because I am the foundation, I said I gotta come back now, because I'm going back to the essence now. I gotta get my son. I gotta get my son his own space. You know, me and my wisdom, we gotta go. We get him. So he was his own wisdom now. He puts his moon into it. Oh yeah, my son, he wants his own wisdom. He put his moon into it. So his moon reflects his sunlight. When his moon reflects the sunlight, it brings for what? The planet Earth. Now he got a whole new child. He got the whole new sun now. Now it's not a sun anymore. It's an Earth. This one is a girl. It's a planet Earth. It's a woman. It's a girl. She's growing now. She's an Earth. Now she's having her own child. She's making her own babies. Who she had? A blue-eyed white boy. Fuck if she didn't. And a blue-eyed white girl. I'm trying to show and prove the creation of the devil now. Because we gods and devil. There's no competition at the time. There's no competition at the time. So now when Earth brings forth the devil inside caves now. Now we have to be technical now. So now we have to be technical when Earth brings forth the devil inside caves now. Remember, I'm the father. I'm the black God. I'm the father. I'm the knowledge. My wisdom is the black mother. We in different forms of creation. We have a child which is a son. He wants his own girl. This is the moon. They have a child. Their child, the Earth. It's a girl. She want her own man. Guess who her man is? Her father, the black God. So with me being her father, Earth's father, guess who our child is? Another boy, a white man, blue-eyed. We have another child, a white woman, blue. I'm just showing you in a lamest, soft format, without giving away our secrets of society, how we self-create everything, without the negative part about it, because it does get from positive to negative. Because now you know how kids start to fight. You know how that kids, y'all want to compete to impress God. Because you look at life for what it is, it's beautiful. You want attention. My knowledge is infinite. You see how some people say, Pat, talk too much? You would have never heard that in reality, in history. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Some people say, Pat, you would have never, ever. You know why? You try to watch bullshit shows on TV. You try to play video games, Facebook, hoeing, pimping, macking music. It was just knowledge. Knowledge was supreme. My wisdom was supreme. I understand. Me speaking, the sun shining was all the universe ever cared about. Nothing on earth cared about. Nothing but the sun. Every plant, every water molecule, every animal, every bird, everything in the darkness, everything in the light. All they cared about was that sun shining. If that sun didn't shine, they was all upset. They couldn't wait for the sun to come out. They couldn't wait for that rotation of the earth to turn. For that sun, everybody, as soon as the sun come out, everybody's happy. That sunlight shining and somebody to me talking. That's 24 hours. That's 24 hours. Everywhere on planet Earth, the sun is always shining. If it's not Asia, it's America. If it's not Alaska, it's Australia. There's nowhere on Earth with 100% darkness. The sunlight is always shining. It's somebody to me always talk after wise words spoken by wise men. The universe needs that. That's the fuel it needs to keep going, because it's the foundation to everything in existence. The knowledge and the wisdom to bring forth what? An understanding, a clear picture in one mind without a shadow of doubt what this is about. Man, woman, and child. I don't know who told y'all what, but y'all big trouble with God. And I'm the devil. I'm the Satan for real. God is the devil, Satan, Lucifer. We are one on that. We are one on that. We are one on that. So because a lot of people misconceive and misinterpret rules, guidelines, Qurans, Bible, laws, prophets, messiahs, messages, I sit back, fuck you, fuck him, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. I'm like, what? Yeah, man. That got to be crazy. And it's true. And what makes it so bad, y'all the population. So I'm crazy now. And it's the fucked up part about it. It's the population. Cause I keep forgetting that you guys really don't know what's going on. So when I see and hear, I keep getting headaches. Like, what the fuck? 95% of y'all don't know shit about nothing. So since I said 95% of you are like grass on a meadow, and like grass in the field. Y'all really don't know shit. Y'all just growing. Y'all growing when y'all can get some water. Y'all die when y'all get no water. Y'all already know what life is about. But the trees do. Them different motherfuckers do. Everybody's not like the grass. A lot of people know what's going on. But everybody like to be what? Favored by God. So what they do the right thing and let y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. Oh, they're not going to switch up for none of you motherfuckers. They're not. The trees, nobody's switching up. Because they know the truth. But people say, why were we lied to? Why did you make the devil? Why did we have to do all this? I'm trying to explain to you one more time. Because God is powerful in all my ways, I don't have to answer that question. And you know, I want to slap that with some lightning for even questioning me. Because that's how real I want to just bing, hit you with some lightning for even saying some shit like that. And I'm going to be merciful. Say, did I give you ice cream, bitch? That's why I get real upset. I didn't give you ice cream, bitch. You don't like lasagna? You don't like pizza? You don't like your Honda Accord, your Audi Benz? You don't like your car? You don't like your job? Let's check this out. You don't like your clothes you wear? You don't like your music? Everything I gave you to enjoy is what you wanted. So if I gave everything you wanted by creating things, the devil to get you to this point, why would you question me? If I give you books to keep you in line so you don't slip up, why would you question it? So when people say there's no God, not only there is a God, okay? Not only there is a God, I'm not taking that from people who represent the God cipher, from prophets to Satan to devils and all types of people. Because all of them tell you one thing: there is a God. But what God does and does not do is to say your version of your story. Or God likes this, God likes that, but you don't know for sure. You're just assuming what I like or what we like. You assuming what God accepts or doesn't accept. I'm telling you, everything goes when it comes to God. Everything under God's cipher is right and exact. But when it comes to man, it's a different story. Because another man might not feel like you should be able to have this or woman should have. So we wrote laws for things, rules to keep you guys in order. Because as God, I don't need to be. Hey, listen to me. God does not need to be in order. There is no such thing in order for God. Fix your face. Fix your mouth. All right. Have some respect for what you don't understand. All right. So people made white people. We made our devils to be slaves. Because the white man was slave for a long time. The white man was slave for a very long time. I wouldn't slow you up. The white man was slave for a very long time. He's still slavery now. The white man is still he's a slave to something called responsibility. It got him fucked up. Responsibility, obligation, structure, independent business. He is a slave to this shit. Like nobody is more enslaved on America on earth than a white man. All the secret societies, 30 colonies. There's nobody in America on the planet Earth that is more in bondage, enslaved than the white man. I'm God for real. The white man is enslaved. No disrespect. I have my foot on his neck. On something mean. I'm mean about it. And because he understands his position, he's working hard to show people he could do this. I can handle it, God. I can handle it. But the people are fucking up. I'll say you ain't never lied. They're fucking up for real. And this is me talking to the devil. You know what I just said? He's like, God, I see the devil. I understand everything. I see it every day. They throwing snowballs at me. They throwing knives at me. They throwing rocks at me. They throwing all types of darts, arrows at me. You could barely dodge shit your motherfucking self. We all are going through some shit. The God and the devil are going through some shit. The rest of y'all are our slaves are saying we here to take care of you. Because when you have a slave, you need he or her to work. You got to make sure your slave is healthy, protected, safe. You know what I'm saying? At least content enough to do what he or she has to do. Because when you have a slave, even if it's a sex slave, you can't have sex with a slave that's not alive. Your slave can't work if it's not healthy. If you got a worker or employee, if you got everybody doing something, they can't do what they do if they can't do it. How are you supposed to do it if you can't do it? How am I supposed to use you? Fuck abuse you. I can't even use you if you're not alive. I can't even abuse you if you could do it good enough for me to say, oh shit, she can handle that. Push it to the limit. Let's go an extra mile. One more lap. One more round. I can't abuse you if you can't get it started. So if you want to be free from all this, you have to leave the body. Freedom. You want freedom. You want to free your domain. The domain is your area, your mind. You have to literally go back to the essence. And if you try to commit suicide, I'm going to stop you. Because I told you, it did not lie. When they said suicide, if they say I put you to work over here, he said, I'm not going to work, I'm going to commit suicide, I'm doing some crazy shit. And I'm God for real. You didn't know that. If you committed suicide, say, I'm just going to kill myself and die and go to heaven and shit. See, that was a trap. Heaven was a trap. Heaven is what you make it on earth, and hell's what you go through. A lot of y'all think I'm just going to kill myself. I'm tired of shit. I just want to die. I will fuck you up more. If I got you doing something and you become a lazy nigga or lazy bitch, black, white, or any type, and then you're just gonna take your life and leave what I made, so you go, where you gonna go? And this is why I'm not. This is why it'll fuck you up, because there is a place you will go. It's not what you think. There's other people there with the same state of mind as I am that will catch you like a motherfucking safety net and destroy you for trying to be disrespectful and try to leave the scene. Trying to leave the scene of the job. Let's say you're at a factory, you're at an assembly line, you're working at a business office, you're doing some shit, you're supposed to take some care of business. You took upon yourself, I'm tired of this job, I'm gonna commit suicide and jump in traffic and die. And you're supposed to be at work at 5:15, 5 o'clock. And I'm saying to myself, where this bitch at? Where this nigga at? He ain't come to work. Why not? He committed suicide. Now I gotta find somebody to take his spot. He committed suicide. He died? Motherfucker. Now, because God is infinite and all-knowing, I got somebody to catch your ass. The doctor, the ambulance took you to the hospital. Oh my God, this lady died, this guy died. Flatlines. That energy that gave you energy comes from the sunlight. Remember, that's my sun. We give off light, we take light. We're going to tear you out the frame for that stunt. I'm going to just leave it like that. Remember, we talk about fire. That's the hellfire. You don't. That's sunlight. Give away light and take light. We're going to tear you out the frame for that. Now, if you work hard, you live long, you do things properly, respectfully to the family of man, woman, and child. You live a long, prosperous life. We have what they call rest and peace. And one day, you're 97 years old, 107 years old, you healthy, your life is good. And I'm God for real. I said, yo, that woman be working hard. Her husband be working hard. I like what they doing. I got something for their ass. The husband go to bed at 7:30, 7:50. He closes his eyes. He doesn't wake up. His wife goes to the room. Baby, darling, oh my Lord, he passes away. She called the doctor, ambulance come, your husband passed away. It's a Monday. She can't believe it. The funeral, after the funeral, maybe 2 weeks later, she passes away. We put them together in a better place. I'm not gonna blow it up. They're gonna be together in a better. Remember, life is infinite. Life is infinite. I'm not trying to be funny. Shout out to Echo Badu. I might bring them back as 2 butterflies for real. In love together. It could be like 2 caterpillars in a tree hanging out with a caterpillar thing, or a praying mantis. Remember, every insect and animals don't have a relationship. Some insect animals actually eat each other. Those for savages. There might be 2 lovebirds, or 2 dolphins, or 2 doves. I'm telling you, or 2 cats. Or, you ever see certain colonies or certain colonies of animals have colonies where they're together, and some are like lions and tigers by themselves. It all depends on who you are, the character. I know that even if you're a lion or a tiger, when it's time to mate, you fuck around and meet the same girl that you was with in this life. Like, oh shit, Rashida, and your name is Mustafa, and you recognize, oh shit, meow, what the fuck, where you been? I've been looking for you, and y'all mate. That love is real. You know what I just said? That love is real. I'm God for real. Life is infinite. You could be a worm. You could be a worm in the ground, eating through dirt. That dirt that you eat could be somebody you working at Macy's or Staples. That you being a worm going through the dirt could be somebody you dropping an album. You wouldn't even understand that. And as you drop an album as a worm going through the dirt to get to certain kind of plant you, that plant you that could be like your favorite club, and you performing. Eating a certain roots to a tree could be like at your favorite restaurant, and another worm pull up. It could be the bitch that you was, the female that you was feeling before you was just like, she could be a model or some chick from your job or school. You're like, oh snap! You call that soulmate. And as you eat the roots, she come around, y'all start intertwine, and y'all in love all over again. And just how you gotta watch out for that bird that might eat you, it's like a nigga trying to rob you or nigga trying to get you. But that's how that game is played. And if that worm take you up that existence, poof, your energy disappear, you come back to something else. I control all that by your ways in action. By the way you move, it has a chain reaction or effect to see where you would end up. It's pre put in the molecules of life to friction like that. man, woman, and I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-gay because you have the right to fuck yourself up now. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not pro nothing part of self. I'm pro-life. I cannot say I'm not pro-life. I'm not anti anything that doesn't fit you. Remember, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. You have to make your own decision now. Understand that you're not gonna believe I'm God. You're not gonna believe the NGE has God concept because these mothers are lying. They're not real. They rob, they still they fucking, they drinking, they smoking. How can they be God? I'm gonna say one time, watch him out. Watch him out. Don't talk what you don't understand. Sit there with white people. Watch him out. Don't play games because you got a few technology. We gave you technology. We gave you technology for a reason. We gave white people technology because you all weaker in so many ways. It's not even fair. So we gave you technology we gave you a little more smart for a reason compared to the average person who doesn't know what I know. I made sure nobody knew what I knew until it's time for us to know. We made sure we made it fair that we came back dumb. We all came back dumb, deaf, and blind. I was no dumber than any 3-month-old baby, and you was no dumber than any 6-month-old baby. I was no smarter. Nobody was no smarter. Let's get that. We was born equally on a dumb, deaf, and blind concept to make it fair for everybody. Now, when it's time to get the knowledge, it's called privileged information. How they say, many are called, chosen a few. I was chosen to be who I am because it was destined to be that, and all you had the potential. If you choose not to be who you're supposed to be, that's your own will. You still have the power of God within you to build or destroy your life. That's nobody's business. Because America now has something called social security numbers and birth certificate. You are technically somebody's business. Yeah, you are. You are. Because you're not in a world where we don't provide food, shelter, clothing. You're not in a world that they don't provide from education. This is what the whole slave trade was about. This is what the whole thing of building a whole society, a city. Remember, if you look at the city in the world, the buildings, every so often buildings grow. Versus the house is this tall, they remodel. See, every so often cities get bigger. They use the same structure for the building and they keep remodeling over the same streets, but they keep doing the pavement over. It gets wider. They put a new sign here. You know what I'm saying? So all this was laid out before we got here. So every so often we build it. So we just build on top of things and we remodeling, we creating a structure that was already put it there. It was already put there because we didn't have no bulldozers and no things. We had to use slaves. It was black slaves first because we were the strongest. No, it was white slaves in America first because this was y'all spot first. We gave this to y'all because y'all was crooks and thieves, and we knew this place right here will give you so much headache that it's like it's time to lock in. Yeah, you're not in jail. Well, in jail they have to call lock in. Like when you in the yard, you in the mess hall, it's lock in. I mean, everybody go back inside the cell. I mean, eventually you gotta go back inside the house. You gotta go back. Then you gotta go back. You gotta go inside somewhere you don't want to be. So America is structured like that. Every so often, everybody gotta lock in. A natural disaster, an earthquake, tornado, snowstorm, some kind of thing that every so often it throws you off. Only a few places on earth that don't have that, and that's Africa, Asia, Arabia, China, like not only Arabia, like Persia, the whole African Eastern Hemisphere, the whole Asian continent. Remember, it's sunny all the time. There's no snowstorms like that where it's civilized. There's no certain things over there because the earth is this. Why there's not too many earthquakes over there, snowstorm, tsunami, certain parts over there because it's the best part of planet Earth for us. So this is why in Africa you don't hear about certain kind of natural weather disaster. You never did, and if you did it, you hardly hear that because the land is so big and mass and it's so strong. We don't have that ours. That whole continent is ours. Yeah, there's a few sandstorms and stuff in that nature because we have powers. We go through stages, but you hardly hear shit that happens. Weather in Africa symbolic to because in Africa they go drought. They have droughts for months with no rain. That's good. That's good when you have a structure where people already know how to live their life. You're not worried about leather coats, fur coats. You're not worried about certain kind of clothes. Even parts of the Nile River, you know, they got the river, all that shit. So we know where the best part is at. But we know America was like a prison already for Indians who got exiled here, dinosaurs, animals. A lot of things were put to America because it was exiled here for misbehaving, not doing things properly. So if you understand why we have this done, because a lot of y'all been fucking up before you was even born, and this is the reality. It's like one stage to another. Can you correct yourself? Of course you can correct yourself, but you have to correct yourself. I'm not holding nobody's hand because y'all don't believe in God anyway no more. That's how the God concept work. We had like a superstitious concept that God's always watching, so you could do what you're supposed to do. Because we didn't have ADT cameras to watch you all the time. We was that confident what you eat don't make us shit. So because we know what you eat don't make us. If I tell you what to do, how to get your life together, and how to lie to you, for how to manipulate you to make you do what you had to do, because I care that much to manipulate you to make you feel like if I don't do what I'm gonna do, the lightning, the thunder, and rain, and snow is gonna fuck with me. So I gotta do it. I had to do that so I could keep you in check. Because I cared about what you was doing, and I cared what I had a plan to get it done. So now we have everything established. Nobody believe in because you see, it wasn't fake. Because now, as a mix of y'all believe in some mystery power, we slid the real power in cameras, cell phones, digital vibration, computer chips. All the while we told you it was real, it was fake then. Now it's real when you think it's fake. To each his own. You can be dumb as you want to be, but I said to say this. So now, more of the story is this: everybody is not going to accept what I'm saying for what it is, but you cannot change your concept of doing the right thing because you feel like there is no God that's watching me all the time. Bullshit. We are inside of you right now. We are inside of you right now through microchips, computers, and all types of fly things. Your cell phone, your laptop, your TV, your neighbors, your car. There's ways to manipulate people. All your cat and dog got chips to monitor them. There's so many ways to manipulate you right now. You're a fool to think niggas don't know what you're doing. Now, do we care about what you're doing? Fuck, I don't give a fuck if you kill yourself or hurt yourself no more. Because evidently you were looking for attention. A lot of people are doing things for attention. So people say in America, police brutality being mistreated. Well, nothing for nothing leaves nothing. You had to do something. Let's be for real. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing unless you God like myself, other God you create in life. Anything we do from nothing for nothing is called positivity, because we try to create something. Now, if you're trying to do something with nothing, you wonder why you're not getting nothing because you're not doing nothing. If something happens to you because you did something, now what does that mean? You're the one who's controlling your life. You're controlling your destiny. You're the battery to your energizer bunny. So if you're not properly taking wise steps or trying to get the knowledge to get wise steps, you're gonna get what you deserve. It's just hardcore fact. My life is not perfect. People say, "Yo, Pat, why you not working? You know, you should get a job." I said, first of all, I was slapped. I don't do jobs because y'all dumb, deaf, and blind. I believe everything should be done for people. I don't believe in money. But I need money to do business with y'all. I just can't go to the PAQ-MAN, grab a couple of groceries to cook a meal. I just can't do that. I just can't go to the pharmacy if I need medication or if I need something to help with pain or help me calm down. I just can't do that. Y'all motherfuckers they're not going for that. He's God or y'all going for that. I need money. And I don't respect that. I don't fucking like that no more. When I was going through that money stage, I was there to impress y'all. All my money was down to impress y'all, so I could have nice clothes and nice things, and be cool with y'all. But in my heart, I didn't give a fuck about that. That's why I don't care about going to jail. I'd rather be in jail all day. I'm not saying that's why I want to be, only because I'm God's type of divine. I'm God's type of divine. A jail to me is like a pyramid chamber. I'm there to learn, study, and handle my business. That's why they make sure you got 3 meals in the cot. You didn't always get 3 meals in jail. You really wasn't. Jail used to be a cave for real. Jail was a cave. Fuck if it wasn't, with a gate and a rope. That's it. You ain't get a meal. A nigga wanted to feed you. They had to get in a boat and took a long Staten Island ferry and took like a Viking boat to come feed you. And nobody was doing that. Jail was a cave for real. You was somewhere in France, in Europe, in Australia, in Africa, in a cave, nigga, with a Flintstone gate. That was jail. We left you right there until you died, rotting and all, bones and all. We came back, got the bones, and put new niggas in. That was jail. There was no 3 meals of visiting comments. Niggas wanted to see you in jail. Shit, they had to get on a boat to come see you, and then niggas didn't do that. So because jail it was a penalty. It was no reward. There was no trial. There was no judge. You did something wrong. You got your hands chopped off. You got hung, dragged, or you got put somewhere to confine you for a week. Let me tell you what fucked about that jail shit. What a lot of people don't understand. You see the parts of Africa. You see the slaves, the old bones and skeletons. See, those things have memories. Muslims have memories. White people bones have memories. Black people bones have memories. So depending on who you are, when you leave this physical composition, if your mind ain't right, your bones, your body will zing like right back to them caves. Like you never believe it. That's just different stages. This is infinite hell. That's why people try to tell you, people who believe but don't know yet, they don't doubt the shit. Because it was written by people that experienced it, from people let them know what happened. So because after it was written down, upon itself, and after it was verbally told, because people didn't write shit down. We as gods invented writing shit down so we could keep our shit in order. We invented letters and hieroglyphics and pyramids because we was the fathers of all shit. Our teachers, parts of our students who became teachers, who we gave so much to, remember, and it's like in school, the teacher don't tell you everything in a year in one day. Every semester they teach you piece by piece by piece. So if you drop out of school and you complete the term to know everything you're supposed to know, you're going to forget a lot of information. You're going to miss a lot of information. So if you forget a lot of, and I'm the teacher, and you went off try to do, and you went off to do your own thing with a little bit you have, you went from a student to try to be a teacher, and try to come back and try to teach me some new shit, I'm going to let you like, bitch, you got to be crazy. And because when I came out with some friends, 95% of the population, and I'm the 5% of teachers, we're like, hold on, slow down. So y'all not winning because y'all right. Y'all winning by a mic thing. You're not winning because y'all right. Y'all winning because y'all got a stronger word. Y'all using manpower. Y'all using power of people to say that you right, but you wrong. So as a wise man, I'm gonna humble myself. Because I know once you realize that what you're saying is right, is wrong, the truth will manifest itself. And because the truth is worse than your lies, you're gonna be in trouble. Not because you thought you was right, because the truth is gonna kick your ass. Remember, I'm 5% of what we call the universe. I'm 5% of this right here. I represent this right here. Planet Earth alone is 6 trillion tons. 6 is the weight of the Earth alone. It's this. You talk about the planet, as the diameter of the planet is about 6 foot, 7,000. I'm not looking so cold degrees. We talk about a place where we got 9, 7, 8 other planets that weigh tons. I'm talking about 8,000 miles in space. I'm talking 8,000 miles in space in 93 miles from. I'm talking, we got the moon. All these. Remember, these are my children. No, I'm God. I'm God for real. So they didn't change their outfit. They didn't change their color. They didn't change nothing yet. From people getting messages from Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune. I mean, other planets. Remember, every element in the universe is inside the black man's body. A lot of people are black, don't even know it. Your eyes tell you who you are. If you got black eyes, brown eyes, you're black. And a lot of y'all know that. If you got blue eyes, another color, you just a devil. There's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. It is what it is. But because that people play with the knowledge to manipulate, like I said, to get power over you, sexual power, financial power, the power to abuse you, entertainment power. A lot of people is power hungry. I myself am power. I won't lie to you. I don't go for rich, I go for power. Because when you want to be rich, somebody has to be poor. See, the thing about power has the ability to help you. Power is like to jumpstart your car. Power is the ability to help people. Power is the ability to refine you. I have the power to help you. Power is a good thing when it's used properly. And power can't be used properly. When people use power wrong, they abuse their power, they become like you guys. They become power hungry, and to make the power look good, they throw money in it. They want to be rich and powerful. What the fuck they have both? If you ain't have power, you don't need to be rich. But if you want power, you want rich. Rich means what? Somebody has to be poor. Somebody has to be poor. That means they have to come back to you and ask for help. That's when you get to use your power to use or abuse them. That's how America is built for capitalism. That's business aspect of life. And that's the thrill, because now one day I want to be that powerful one day. I want to be rich to what, so you can do the same thing. You're not trying to be rich so you can help somebody. You need to be trying to be power. Y'all brothers trying to be power, rich to be what, like the slave master, and do the same thing to your child, the same thing to your man, the same thing to your husband. And that's gonna bite the white man in his ass, because he's gonna he's gonna have to come to the same people he's to abuse. That's not his fault. He's a devil. He's gonna go through that. And me as God, I understand his struggle. I understand his struggle, because that was not part of the plan. But because we are swift and changeable and adaptable, me as a God, I'm adapted to the new plan. Because we are creating life as we exist every day. We are rebuilding our life every day as we exist. But if you stick to the format of a structure, you can't go wrong. If you stick to the foundation, you can't go wrong. But a lot of y'all don't give a fuck, because you feel like if he's being responsible, I don't have to be responsible. If he cared, I don't have to care. If he's obligated, I don't have to be obligated. That's going to hurt y'all one day. That you expect somebody else to care more about what you gotta do than you should. You worry about more about if they're doing their job so you don't have to do your job. That's gonna hurt y'all not in the future. That's what's gonna hurt a lot of people. Worrying about somebody else doing your job for you is for your family, raising your kids, educate yourself, or being healthy. Remember, life is infinite. 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 That's why some of y'all, I think I lived before. And now with this new world coming in, well, it's already here. My new planet's coming closer. They call it little dwarf planets. You know, little magical things going on in the world. Oh yeah, magical things going on. Little feelings, huh? Little wet feelings, dry feelings. Oh yeah. For all you wet feelings, people that fit the wet feeling, don't get it fucked up. The dry feeling is somebody to heartburn. Poof. You catch on fire now. Be careful what you play with. But what's that I'm trying to tell you? If you've been around people, you've been feeling wet feelings, dry feelings. If you ever had heartburn before, if you ever ate some food, you felt your heartburn, like the acid, you can catch on fire. I think they call it composed combustion, much combustion. There's a word for that. I'm not sure the words for that. But I can make you catch on fire. Words could trigger things in people's mind right now. People didn't know. I'm gonna give 3 words that y'all familiar with that might fuck your whole world up. That might change your life. I'm just give, for example, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Three phrases that you're familiar with that might make you show prove that words have power. One word you might be familiar with is you're under arrest. Keep it real. Huh? Keep it real, fellas. My niggas, my brothers, white man, black man, Indian, Chinese, people, the street brothers, people who have jobs, keep it real. Have you ever, doesn't that word make you feel a certain way? Somebody come to your job or come to your place of business, Mr. Such and such, you're under arrest. That's words. I'll take this one out. You just won the lotto. See how that make you feel a certain way? See how it said one word said you're under arrest. Oh shit. See, that's just the word. See how you say your body feels a certain way? Another word, mate, you won the lotto. You want $1 million, you want $5 million, you want $20 million. Me? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Denial. See that shit? You'll believe you under arrest before you win $20 million. I'm talking about those words. That's the pessimistic way of y'all thinking. I peeped your energies already. Here's another word. You're dying. You have AIDS. See how that shit feels? You have full-blown AIDS, HIV. Those are just words. See how they make you feel? See how much power words have? Okay. So because words have power, people say, I don't give a fuck about you. That hurts. I don't care about you. That hurts. I don't like you. That hurts. I don't like her. I don't like woo-woo. All these negative words. That's going to, remember, what come out your mouth is in your heart. That's going to destroy a lot of y'all. I'm telling you. All right. So to make a long story longer, I didn't mean to be this long. I know I started talking. I know you like to hear the jewels. Brothers and sisters, man, you have to acknowledge the fact you are creating your life every day, man. You are the creator of your life every day. Not because you have God concepts with things that you don't know about, but to be a creator, it is what it is. It's a God concept. So we had a lot of you, so we can have you slaves, so we can get the build, the streets done, to give you some entertainment, give you lasagna, spaghetti, vegetarian food, vegetables, and cabbage farmers, and different kind of meat and juice and fruits. I mean, it is what it is. We had to go through that stage to have what we have today. And other parts of they're jealous. They are still, other countries are jealous of us. Yeah, some people don't have no plumbing, no lasagna, no Burger King, no McDonald's, no restaurants. You know, we got a little. I know New York is not perfect. We have a little. I know America's not perfect. None of this is perfect to your eyes, but to me, it's the most beautiful, disgusting place in the universe. I love it. I love it, and I really will go to other countries to see if I can establish my own little thing. I feel like I deserve my own little thing. Cause my mind is not. I can't adapt to people who really believe certain things to me is right and exact. Only because I am who I am. It's a complex thing. I'm going about it. So I got an ego thing. I'll settle you niggas. Y'all forgot to jump me, shoot me, or I hurt you, I go to jail. I'm not having it. Even with your females. See, I feel like I should be carried. For real. I feel like I should be carried. I feel like I should have, me personally, I feel like I should be carried. I should get special privileges like a motherfucker. I'm telling you, for what I know. And I would never work again. I would never have a job. I will create a business and give it away before I work for somebody. And ask me why I'm late, or tell me they might threaten to fire me and stop me from living because I use their job, just over. But I'm creating a service for somebody that put food on my table or help me get by. And then when you feel like you want to dispose of me, you just gonna fire me. I wish I would. I wish I would. That's what the union law is about. To keep a unity. Because people don't like the fact that if I use you to support myself, that you have the power to fire me because I'm late, or you don't like what I look like, or what I'm wearing, or how I smell today. I'm not having it. And because of my experience behind the penal system, you forgot to get murdered fucking with me. And that's a promise. I won't lie to you. Only because you guys are 95% of the problem. There shouldn't be no work. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There shouldn't be no currency for that. It should be all done for peace. You'd be surprised people like to cook, build things, grow food. A lot of you guys, if you, there's a old saying, if you have a job, right? If you can't do your job for free, you shouldn't work there. If you work somewhere and you have a job that you do every day or career, if you wouldn't do it for free because you like fulfillment, the fulfillment of what you do, you shouldn't do it. If you're working somewhere and it makes you miserable, it makes you bitter. I can't stand my job. I'm just doing it for the money. You need to stop. You need to stop. Because if you be in this place for so long, you become a supervisor or a manager, you start hiring people, you start mistreating your employees because you don't really like the job, you start abusing your power. That's horrible. That's bad business. That's what the economy's fucked up now. A lot of y'all doing jobs and things just to survive. And I understand that because you keep asking for jobs. I'm trying to tell you, you don't need a job. You should ask for a peace of mind. Peace. I want peace, lack of confusion. I want access to food. I want access to water. I want a place to call a shelter. But if they give that to you, you have to act accordingly now. So when you ask for things that you need and people cater to your needs, you can't destroy the property. You can't destroy the people around you. You can't abuse the shit. Because now they're going to take it. Now the next motherfucker say, listen, I'd rather have a piece of my own land, and support myself. They're not going to give it to the person. Because the last person said she ended up killing niggas. He ended up fucking niggas up. They robbed. They fucked. This is why it's hard to get shit. Because when people get shit before, niggas renege. They didn't complete their task. But now so they got threaten you police, they got threaten you military, they got threaten you by taking your bank account, they got threaten you by doing stuff to you that you're not gonna like. When they give you stuff for free and let you have it, you abuse it. And this happens a lot of time. It's not the first time people abuse stuff, people get it for free, and it might not be the last. So my message, brothers and sisters, today is acknowledge the fact that you are your own problem. You are your own mistake. You are your own self-destruction. You are destroying yourself, not the white, not the black, not the yellow, not the green, not the purple, not the lizards, not the flying birds, but your own experiences, your own past decisions, your bad decisions that you made, or not that you fucked up at is your problem. It's not the person next to you or behind you or in front of you. It's the person inside of you that you are that's fucking up the person outside of you. How do you correct that? Knowledge yourself. Do you really want to know yourself? It's up to you, man. I want to know myself. My name is Supreme Intelligent God of Law, aka Supreme Law, aka PAQ-MAN, aka Shamwa. Recreate yourself. Let go some habits. We have to let go some things. We have to let go. I know it sounds crazy. I have let go so much things. I'm a better person with nothing. Less is more for some of us. I'm telling you. And you need to be around positive people who can share the knowledge and share the wisdom, because birds of a feather flock together. If you're around a person knowledgeable and you're around me every so often you build me, you start to talk like me. You start to build like me. Oh yeah. How my ways look? My ways coming in? I'm trying to get my ways in. I'm trying to keep I always groom myself. I like to keep myself clean. I was rocking the baldy for a while. I wasn't really going bald, I was doing, now I'm doing my ways back. I cut my own hair. I'm just trying to keep it simple, man. Less is more. Shout out to the females who do their own hair. All the females who do their own hair, their own weed, their own eyebrows, your own toenails, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got the money to go splurge, just each his own. If you got to each his own, but self-reliance is the best way nowadays. If you do stuff for yourself, do it for yourself. Because money nowadays is a thin thing, and we don't control that. We don't own that. That belongs to the Federal Reserve. That belongs to the government. George Washington been dead. Abraham Lincoln, General Grant, them niggas been dead. And technically, every 7 to 10 years, the money face supposed to change. So the money face didn't change in so long. The money power that money have is still under slave master ways and laws. So technically, everything you bought with those money, I would not allow you twice come and take it from you any given time they want. So don't get attached to things thinking, oh, this is mine. I paid for that. What'd you pay for? With George Washington, bitch? George Washington ain't your father. That's your slave master. He could tell anything. With General Grant, that military nigga, General Grant, $50 bill. You don't know nothing about General Grant. You don't know about General Grant. You don't know about the general. You know about Benjamin Franklin. You know who Benjamin Franklin was? He was an inventor. He wasn't even the president. Y'all better slow down. See all that money I spend, I splurge, all that flash I getting. I don't care if you a rapper or entertainer or actor. I don't care if you white or purple, blue. There's people right now under guidelines. They could hurt their own self with this shit. Remember, it's a system now that's fucking us up, not the people. It's the rule. If you take away the system and the capital, all this shit will destroy, and other countries will pop off so fast they can't wait. Mark my words. If I destroy capitalism and the system that if we destroy our shield, if we destroy our facade, our so-called system of capitalism that keep us looking like we're doing a lot when we're doing nothing, if we destroy our government and our system of capitalism, other countries can't wait to pop off on us. Because now we have no control of nothing. If we let go of our little wheel of life called capitalism and our system keep things going, for those who are able to do certain things, those who make certain moves, even though it doesn't work in our favor, but if we let that shit go, like we don't give a fuck about it, the American mind will be slowly be corrupt for real, and foreign policy will slowly evolve into it, and we could be worse than we would before. The money is what we use it, and our money is not what it used to be. So once that money disappears, you're not gonna do nothing for free because your mind's not a peaceful person. So now you're gonna be stuck like, what? No money. No money. You see how that sound? You thought it said no oxygen. You thought it said no water. But the way your mind is, see how that some of y'all will come at it no money, and that's where another country who don't use money, like Korea and the Middle East and people who don't have money and military structure, they will stomp through this shit like nobody's been. They got the people here already. They got the soldiers here on the down low chilling, working front like they get for. They don't care about money. Chinese, Korean people burn money all the time. They burn money like they burn confetti. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. So when you got a problem with me telling the truth, when I tell you snitches in, hey, listen to me. You got to believe me, man. I'm trying to start. I'm saving my pennies now. I'm keeping it simple. You know, I'm popping my Skittles because sometimes it gets hard. I'm talking to my therapist. I'm seeing my doctors now. I'm getting my checkup. I'm changing my diet. I died the year 2083 is when I died. You know how long that is from that? I get to see a lot of things turn for the better. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully for the better. I don't have to be rich to be who I am. No sir, I don't have to be rich. I don't have to have an album, a cover. I don't have to have an amusement park. I don't have to have my own city. I just need to be present and know what I know and do what I do to survive and stay right and exact. And I was showing proof God for real. I don't care about no job. I ain't trying to work for you. I don't care much about school, all that education stuff. It's so I could be accepted by you guys. So oh yeah, he has a document for this. Hey, now the way I look at it, you keep all that. See how fast I switch up? I switch up that fast. I switch up that fast because every day reality changes for me. Every day I realize new things. Every day I learn something new. Every day I learn something. That's why I talk to myself sometimes. I talk to myself for real. Every day I learn something new. And when I learn something new, I record certain things. I put it out there. I let y'all know the fact. This is what I'm dealing with right now. If you can relate to it, handle it. If you can't relate to it, it's what it is. But you need to understand it. You need to understand who you are in this world. And you have to change certain things. You know what your life is set up at. You know how you got your life. Some of the things in your life you have to get rid of. Certain people you gotta stop fucking with. Certain people you need to start fucking with. But in the day, you gotta get a peace of mind. I know it's hard. You got wives and kids and jobs and obligations, but nobody says it's gonna be hard. Nobody says it's gonna be easy. We know it's gonna be hard. Your life was just get to this, just being this far in life wasn't easy. But if I told you death was the answer, y'all get mad because y'all don't want to die. Like y'all gonna live to be 8,000 years old. I died in 2083. I can't wait to die. I can't wait to go back to essence and understand this essence for us is a peaceful place. So it's called rest in peace. You gotta have a different concept of Jesus Christ and burning fire and all this other shit and being judged for all the shit you did wrong, and that's what's gonna happen. Why not? Why you will be judged? It's not a joke, nigga. I'm telling you, real people. That's what I'm trying to make a mistake. You just ain't over. I'm telling you, we got the father design of this shit, and I need some answers, nigga. We know. I say, when I be talking about, I had a song, Who Killed Versace. I'm just talking shit, but we did that shit about certain things. I'm just talking shit. Certain things not acceptable. It never was, never will be. But we'll go along with this shit. If that's what you want, we'll go along because we still in control. I go along with this. I pretend to. I fake it too. I pretend. I play with it till you stop playing. Let me know y'all for real. Let me know y'all for real. Cause remember, we still got to do the back. Cause I gotta use guns and money and the facade and certain structure, certain status, certain career to say I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'll wait. I don't care if I'm 98 years old or 99, 110, 100. I'll wait. If y'all don't live that long, I know where y'all gonna be at. Y'all be there like stuck like a mother. Like, damn, we fucked. Damn if y'all ain't. Damn if y'all ain't. Just on what you believe and fuck what you doing. Fuck what you. It's not even what you do anymore. It's what you believe in. Fuck what you doing. It's what you believe is gonna fuck you. I don't care what you do. It's what's going in your mind is gonna fuck. It's what you believe is gonna fuck you up. Not what you're doing. You can do anything for front. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. What do you believe in though? What do you believe? What's in your mind? See how what's in my mind coincide my way. See how my mind coincide my way to action when I donate, when I make all the music, when I drop my jewels, when I talk about how I live my life, when I do survive. See how I sound that it might sound crazy, all right? Give me that shit. Y'all think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all over here think I'm crazy. You hear that? And I'm the true living God. Alright? So I'm gonna just leave it like that, man. My message, I know it's kind of long. I hope I got some of this. You know, so maybe you might see things a little different. If y'all didn't, it is what it is. I don't expect you guys to change. I'm doing my own changes. I don't expect y'all to upgrade or downgrade. I'm doing my own upgrading in certain ways and downgrade certain things out of my life. And sometimes it's real like that. You have to give up something, people. You have to give up something to have something else. You can't have it all. There's no such thing. Not in America. Or nowhere else. You can't be fat, poor, and skinny at the same time. You can't be light skinned, dark, and skinny. You can't be wet and dry. You gotta pick one. Whatever you decide to do, it gotta be a version of your life that helps you be the best person you could be. If it doesn't help you be the best person you could be, you can forget about it. And if whatever you do doesn't help you be the best person you could be, then well, let's just say you just ask it when it happens. That's how you can help yourself. And funny part about it, you can't ask for help. Where's help? Well, you gotta backtrack where you came from. So you gotta take a few steps back. You have to backtrack where you came from because we all have a root to our problem. There's a root to a lot of things, either you acknowledge it or not. But you have to take the step back and say, where did I fuck up at? I fucked up somewhere. Like you drop something. Like you drop a shirt, you drop a rag, you drop a pen, you drop a pencil, you drop a keys, and as you go back, there you go. And once you realize where you drop it at, now you go and where you mess back, and don't let it happen again. So you have to step back to move forward. Alright? So with that being said, I know it's kind of long. If you watched the whole thing, I salute you. I appreciate y'all. I know if you guys say, Pat, I watch your whole movie. I respect that those who didn't watch it. It is what it is. Peace. Play the music.